Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Oh Baby. And today it's Oh Baby, it's Rachel. Say hi, Rachel.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Rachel is a mom of two boys. Go
hmm
ahead, Rachel. Tell me a little bit about your family.
So I am married to Andrew, my husband, and then I have two boys. I have Jacob and then Mikey. One's 6 years old, Jacob is six, and Mikey is four. And our hands are
And
very full.
okay. Tell me a little bit about you outside of being a mom. What do you like to do? What is what
I
is it about you?
hmm. Well, I do like to go to work. I feel like that's my outlet is to go to work. As
No,
crazy as
not
that
a lot of people
sounds.
would say that.
I know, but I actually I do enjoy going to work nowadays, especially being per diem and being able to make up my own schedule. I feel like I have a whole different perspective to work. I feel like there's less pressure on you as a medical assistant, um, because you're only there for one day and then you're
Sure.
going to another office. Like you're just there to do your job for one day. So I really do like that.
Okay.
Um, but I love hanging out with my girlfriends, going on our little girls' trips, and
I
we
know
try to
that's
do
right.
that. We try to do that, every
Didn't you
so
just go on
often.
a trip?
We did. Yeah, we
Where did
go
you
to
go?
Joanna's house. We go to Joanna's mother-in-law's it's every June we try to go to Maryland. And
Okay.
we had ourselves a time, Lauren.
Good for you.
My knees were hurting for a while. I can't get down the way that I used to.
Good for you. Good for you. You
Yes,
gotta
it
let
was like
loose,
an
let your hair
Anchorage,
down.
when we used to go to the Anchorage,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah, I can't do that anymore, but
That
you
feels
know
like a
what? It was
lifetime
much
ago.
needed. It was much needed. You need those
Good.
nights out with your girlfriends. You need to
Mhm.
laugh and you need to have fun.
Mhm. When you
So,
come back from trips like that, do you feel, like, ready to take on, or do you feel like a part of you is kinda missing that because of Jacob's diagnosis?
I feel anxious when I have to come back. I feel like it's more of like, "Oh god, what's gonna happen when I come back? Oh, is
Okay.
he in a good mood? Is he in a bad mood? What's gonna be our day because mommy's struggling today?"
Yeah.
And so, it's always and even when going, I feel like it's always nerve-wracking, even though Andrew has it under control,
Mhm.
he's fine with the boys, but it's always that mom guilt every
Yeah.
time I leave. It sounds crazy, as soon as I get in the car to drive down the street, I start crying, and it's every time now, and it's like
Really?
this mom guilt that, I am leaving, and I feel bad that I'm putting all this pressure on Andrew, which Andrew doesn't care. He wants me to
Right.
go and have fun,
Right.
but it's still that guilt that, I'm leaving. That's a lot of work for one person. But we do have a good village and we do have my in laws that help us a lot. So I know that Andrew will have help if he needs it.
Okay.
So,
And tell us about Jacob and his diagnosis.
so Jacob was diagnosed September 20th of 2023. I can remember this day. Like as
With
crazy as it sounds, I remember the exact date when we got the official diagnosis.
of
But
autism, yes?
of autism, yes. But where it started when I had Mikey. I was in the hospital with Mikey, and Jacob was with different family members and different friends as well. And it was brought to my attention like, "Oh, let's start early. You might need early intervention." And I was like, "Okay," not thinking, Lauren, I wasn't thinking like, "Oh, he's autistic," like right then and there.
Right.
I really at that point thought delayed speech, probably needs an IEP, did not think autism.
Okay. And
And
how old was
then
Jacob at that point?
he was, I want to say maybe a little bit over 18 months.
Okay.
So finally, when it was all said and done, we started early intervention. I called in December of 23, 21. Yeah, it was of 21
Mhm.
December. And then we started early intervention probably February of 22. And then he did that until he went to pre-K 3. And when he was there, we had the best therapist. But every time I had a meeting, a little bit of more therapy was added on. Like, let's start speech. Then let's
Okay.
start
So,
occupational.
when you first started early intervention, what did that look like? I mean, because
It was
Jacob was what, 18 months at that point?
yeah, he would no, he was like getting closer to 2. Maybe
Okay.
getting closer to 2. So maybe yeah. When it was all said and done, because you have to wait. They have to come in and do the
Yep.
testing, and that all takes time. But it was mainly like we would come in, and of course like one of the parent always had to be with him and with Miss Karen. Loved Miss Karen. And she was just honest. Like, and that's
Mhm.
I just love the honesty out of her. But
Yes.
and we would all sit around and sing songs. Like literally it was the
Mhm.
wheels on the bus, like all
Yeah.
of like the same songs. And Jacob would sing. Jacob was in when he was in early intervention, he was up to 50 words, Lauren, and he was
Okay.
up to like singing different songs. And I have
Okay.
videos of all this. Like this is the thing. Like I have videos of it. And I still look back at those videos and I still can't believe where we're at today, but we'll get there. Um, so then once you test out, so as soon the day that you turn 3 in the
Mhm.
state of New Jersey, you start pre-K 3 immediately.
Okay.
So his birthday was in May. He started May 15th. He went to our township that we live in that you started pre-K 3 immediately.
Okay.
And he was there for two and I guess like 2.25 years in pre-K 3 and
Uh-huh.
4. Um, and he got his occupational, he did speech, but we
All in
noticed
school.
all in, yes, in
Uh-huh.
regular township school, public school.
Okay.
Um, but then there was some changes in Jacob. Jacob wasn't talking as much and he started to regress. I started noticing towards the end, like when we were getting ready to talk about kindergarten, I
Mhm.
started to see some regressive behavior, like regressing. And it wasn't just like in school. We were doing therapy outside of school. So like for those 2 years, he was doing speech 2 days a week and occupational outside of school. So he wasn't just getting just in school, we were doing outside
So it
therapy as
was
well.
really consistent. It wasn't just like every Tuesday or once a month. It was
No,
you were
it
on it.
was a lot in a week. And sometimes I felt like it was too much. And then, everyone pushes ABA. Do you have to do ABA therapy? We
What is
started it.
ABA therapy?
So ABA therapy is more for like the behavior part.
Okay.
More of like more structured, but every program is different. And I've learned
Okay.
that. The first program, it wasn't a match for us. I fired them within like the first, I want to say 8 months. It just wasn't for us.
Yeah.
It just, um, so, but with that being said, I did my research and found another place of ABA, but he was still going to occupational and speech at, at a different place.
Okay.
It's called, On the Spot. And that's in like in our area. And I
Okay.
love her. Jen, she's the best. Love her. She just from day one, even before the diagnosis, she just listened. And
Yes.
anytime, like, sometimes we take him out and in like for the summer, he's not there, but then she always works him in for the winter. And I
Okay.
just feel like she's just amazing. Um, but then closer to kindergarten, I found another place for ABA therapy. And at that point, I was so discouraged about it. Just with this other place put a bad taste in my mouth. It was just the way I can't describe it. It was like the way that they did things just wasn't what Jacob needed. Jacob needs more
Yes.
play base.
Uh-huh.
And these people, no, like they took everything out of the room. Like it was just
Oh.
yeah, it was, I don't know. And I just, it just wasn't for us. And I don't want to like say too much of bad things because every place is different.
Yeah.
But when I called Interactive Kids, they said that a new therapist was coming in and that we could start within like 3 months. And I was like, "Okay, I'll take it because there's always waiting lists."
Yep.
And that's pretty fast, 3 months, like,
Yes.
before you know it. So he
Yep.
was still in pre-K 4.
Okay.
And I met Gina, and she is like a godsend. I love her. I will stalk her for the rest of her life. Like she is my girl. She ain't going nowhere. And she opened my eyes, and she started pointing out things like this started, it was pre-K 4. I remember it was January, and she was like, "So where's the data that the school's supposed to be providing for his behaviors?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "They're supposed to be sending home a spreadsheet of his behaviors. Where's the data?" Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Rachel, I'll get on the phone. Immediately I get on the phone. So Gina started opening my eyes.
Yeah.
And
Well, because really, how would you know what to do?
but a lot of parents don't know, and that's
Yeah.
the thing, like, a lot of parents don't realize that, and I guess, like, I don't know what I was thinking, but as soon as I said that, a couple of days later, I get the diagram of Jacob, and he was, like, eloping, and he was having aggressive behaviors close to 50 times, like, the one day was, like, over 50 times of aggressive behavior,
And
and I'm like,
nobody
"Well,
ever
what?"
called you to tell you that?
I had a good relationship with this pre-K teacher. She did tell me. She would tell me and like text me. Like her and I
Yeah.
really communicated. And I loved his pre-K teacher. Like she was
Mhm.
amazing with me. I mean, I would text her, she would answer. Do you think I don't think like she wouldn't tell me like everything, but like
Right.
what teacher has time to tell you everything?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't expect that. But then I started getting, like, progress reports each week. We requested those because Gina wanted
Okay.
now because Gina's now involved, and now with her helping me, like, I couldn't believe of the just the knowledge that she just brought to the
And
table at every
Gina, at this
meeting.
point now, is your new ABA?
Yes,
Okay.
through Interactive Kids. So she is my person, and she
Mhm.
would go to meetings with me and everything, and they even welcomed her into the classroom and everything. But with the behaviors and all that, I was like, what do we do? Do we bring him in half day ABA, half day here? What can we do? Like I called the township. I said, what can we do?
Mhm.
So starting, I want to say in April, he started half day. GM pop up would pick him up at 12 and he would do the rest of the day at Interactive Kids with Gina.
Okay.
And his aggressive behavior went down because I noticed in pre-K at the like after 12 o'clock, it's nap time and free play until
Mhm.
the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, that's 3 hours of services, like, that's 3 hours of services that I could be getting.
Yep.
That's how I looked at it, like, we could be doing therapy instead of him coming home from a long day of school, he could be going to the center.
Yeah.
So, we started that, and that really helped, and I noticed a big difference in him, and, but
Like,
still
a big difference how? He was calmer or
calmer, but he was in a better routine, less aggressive behavior on the
okay.
charts for school. He wasn't
Okay.
aggressive like as much. Like you should have saw the chart. Like it went down low.
And when
Um
he was at school and doing ABA, the classroom was still normal public school? He wasn't in any kind of special classroom at that point?
Jacob was always in self-contained. He was
Okay.
always with maybe 3 other kids, and then for an hour each day in the public school, he would go into the regular classroom. But from my understanding, he wasn't fully handling it well. Like, he wouldn't
Okay.
do what the other children were doing.
Okay.
I think Jacob was just doing his own thing. I
Yeah.
think the second year of pre-K, I think that teacher, Miss Smith, really tried and it really included him. And to be honest with you, she included him even in the class photo. And I don't even think she realized how much that meant to me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I cried my eyes out when I
Well,
saw like
yeah.
my child with all these like I don't want to say regular kids, but like
Mhm.
in like a classroom of all these kids and Jacob's in there with them. And
Mhm.
then you know what really hit home too? The same class. Um I was picking him up one day, I was off from work, and the whole kindergarten class stood at the gate screaming, "Bye, Jacob."
Oh.
Cried my eyes out the whole way
Oh.
because how much did that mean to me? Like, that class
Mhm.
really loved him,
Yep.
even though Jacob did not handle that class very well. I think, like, he maybe was in there not even for that full hour, and he
Yeah.
needed that, like, one-to-one help at all
And God
times.
bless that teacher that put him in the picture because to it was probably just like a, "Oh, okay, a kid,
No,
come
but
here,"
she
but
included him in everything, and I think that means so much, especially to parents that, like, because his other class maybe only had, I think, like, 2 to 3 other kids, and the kids would come and go in and out of that
yeah.
class, so I don't think they were, like, full-time in that class, but this whole time, like I said from the beginning, Jacob was up to 50 words and singing songs. Jacob
Mhm.
went nonverbal.
Okay.
So, Jacob's basically went mute. I wanna say, like, he just is nonverbal. So, when I go into a meeting for the kindergarten, like, this is not an IEP meeting yet. This is right before the IEP meeting. They brought me in just to talk to me, and everyone kept telling me how great he's doing, and I'm like, "Okay, okay." Like, "He's doing great. Yeah, he's totally regressing. Like, what are you talking about? He's eloping. Like, he got out of the classroom how many times?" Or
Mhm.
he is having aggressive behavior how many times, like, he he's doing great, like,
And when you say aggressive behavior, let's get into that for
so
just
that's,
a
like,
quick sec.
hitting, pinching, hair pulling, um,
Himself or other kids?
uh, it it was, the the teacher, yeah, there was a couple of incidents, and I contacted the school. He pushed, like, would push, and it would be, like, not even provoked, like, he would just push a kid. And
Uh-huh.
I brought that to their attention, like, multiple times, like, "He needs a one-to-one because I don't wanna get sued by a parent because my kid's being aggressive." And, you have to think like that
Yeah.
nowadays, right? Like,
Yep.
you have to think like that, like, "I don't wanna get sued, like, what if that kid got hurt? That's
Yeah.
on me." And I said
Yeah.
that in the meetings to them, I'm like, "I don't wanna get sued, I don't have that kind of money, like,
Yeah.
what?" So, after that meeting, I remember coming out, and I had a gut feeling, Lauren, like, I can't even describe, like, I was with Andrew and I was like, "Something he ain't doing good." And I, like, really came to, like, a aha moment, like, I think we need to look at other schools. Like, I think
Mhm.
maybe we need to look at, like, special services." And then I had a nice conversation with somebody, and we're not gonna say their name, but,
Okay.
we're gonna keep that confidential. And they basically were like, "Stick with your gut. You need
Mhm.
to listen to your gut. If your gut is telling you that you need to tour other schools, you gotta do it."
Mhm.
And I was like, "Okay."
A
So we
mom's
walked in.
intuition is
Yeah.
is real.
And, the best part is, and I always laugh because we walk into the IEP meeting, this is a couple weeks later, and that whole time, I'm stewing because I stew. Like, I sit there and mm,
Mhm.
and I'm sitting there and, when I in an IEP meeting, everybody sits around the table and then everybody has to introduce themselves. So
Mhm.
everyone goes around and then everybody like talks about Jacob. Everyone
Mhm.
individually, like each teacher has to talk about Jacob, about his strengths, what next year is going to look like, whatever. So we let everybody talk because we're not giving them any, like, I want to know what they have to bring to the table. And I was like, in my gut, I kept saying, like, "You need to bring this up. You need to say something." And Andrew, my quiet husband that doesn't ever say anything, he goes, "Can I say something? Am I allowed to say it now?" I'm like, "Oh my God, just say it. Just say it." Because now everyone's like, what is he going to say?
Uh-huh.
And he goes, "We want to tour other schools. We want to go look at special services." And I was like,
Period.
period. And they go, "Okay, yeah." I was like, this is an option. And Lauren, like I said, it was just, like, handed to us.
Mhm.
It was insane. So they
Mhm.
knew. I feel like they knew. They knew
Mhm.
it was time that Jacob needs more.
Yeah.
Like, public school wasn't gonna be for him. And at that point, I think it was like, I don't know, like, you go through, like, this loss of it too, like, okay, my kid's gonna go to a different school than everybody else. But, um I'll get there. I'll get there. We'll get there. So
Okay.
then they basically got me in for a tour of Cape May County Special Services. And my first impression, I wanted to cry my eyes out as soon as I walked in. it was just, like, overwhelming. I think, you're seeing all these different children with special needs, and everybody's so different. So,
Mhm.
it's just so different, and I walked into this classroom, and it was Miss Caesar, and I walk in, and I look around, and there's a lot of, like, paddings on, like, around the desk and everything, and you
Mhm.
could tell, like, her class is more of the I don't wanna say severe, I don't wanna say severe, but, like, more nonverbal, more behavior,
Mhm.
sensory, children.
Okay.
And I remember the one student was, like, running up against the wall, and I'm like, "Okay, alright, alright," you know?
So was that like I would imagine if that were me, that would be like such a heartbreaking experience
Heartbreaking.
too,
Well, it's
because it's like
heartbreaking.
my
It
child is gonna be in this padded room, like,
Yes,
how do
yes,
you
exactly. And then, but it's the best decision I ever made, and he's in that padded classroom, and let me just tell you, he was hitting this year, he was the headbanger. He was the
It's
headbanger,
hey.
and Miss Caesar I love her. She reads him before he can do anything, like, she knows. She knows him, and the best decision we have ever made as mom and dad to Jacob, going to special services and pushing through,
Mhm.
and I am not looking back. Like, I'm not looking back.
Yeah.
I think you grieve that loss, like, my child might not be playing sports or might not be
Mhm.
doing this or might not ever have a job or get married or have a big you go through all those. Like, you
Mhm.
think like that, even with him being so young, but, like, yeah, best decision we have ever made for Jacob.
Mhm.
And I mean, all of the therapies getting everybody, like, even down to, like, the front desk people. I feel like they are just the nicest people ever. And
Mhm.
everybody there loves the kids. And, like, you should even
That's
see
so important.
like, the teacher was like, I don't think this one pair is really matching up with him. So I'm gonna switch. I was like, okay, I trust you.
Mhm.
And so we switched and he was fine. And then this, towards the end of the school year, this 19-year-old young boy comes in, looks like my nephews, and he not even supposed to be with Jacob. Jacob took to him. Jacob is less aggressive in school because of this kid.
No way.
I swear to God. And I don't know if Jacob is more comfortable with with a male. I don't know, but less
Mhm.
aggressive behavior. He lo- loves him.
Okay.
And I, like, bet we are having better days at school now because of it.
That's good. So how long has he been going to this school?
So he started September and
Of
then he finished in
2025?
June. Yes, of
Okay.
2025 and we're going again next year.
Okay. So 1 full school year then.
Yes, so we did 1 full school year with them and now we're about to go into our second.
Okay. So what does summer look like now for you that school's out?
Don't even get me started. You want to know?
Yeah, I wanna know.
Amara Health isn't going to be happy about this one. So we got into the ESY program. So their summer school program we did get into, but I said kindly no because last year he went to Interactive Kids 5 days a week. The insurance company, like, fully covered it. So let's
Mhm.
do it again. Like, he thrived at
Yeah.
Interactive Kids. So the week of him about to start summer program, the insurance company denied him, saying that
For
he
all of
has
it?
now if only he only has 20 hours to continue 20 hours because he's improving
A week.
a week.
Uh-huh.
I'm asking for 18 more hours for the 2 other days so he can go 5 days a week, and they're
Right.
saying no because he's improving.
Okay, so I wanna stop you there, and I'm sorry if this sounds insensitive, but
No.
once a child is diagnosed autistic, wouldn't they be autistic for the rest of their lives?
100%.
So
Lauren,
then
it makes no sense. How is he
how can you
improving?
improve?
Yeah, and that's their logic. So then we did an appeal, and that got denied. once again, he's improving with these 20 hours. They don't want to, they can't, they're not going to increase. So now we're going into a second appeal. And with the second appeal, I he's totally regress. Like totally is regressing.
Yeah, because his schedule's all messed up
His
now, right?
schedule's so messed up. Been a complete nightmare the last, like, couple weeks. Literally, it's a complete, like, nightmare for me. Um, but next I won't make the same mistake. Like, you live and you learn. So next year, I will definitely tell special services he'll go for July. Like,
Yeah,
and I will, and then if the insurance approves it, doesn't approve it, I still have July planned for him.
right.
So I think it's a learning process. And even special services, I contacted them in tears and they tried to make
Mhm,
it work, but due to staffing and stuff, and I get it. I lost that, like, I get it. There's nothing that they could have done,
mhm.
um, due to, the scheduling. And I said no. So, like, I really thought our insurance company would have paid for this.
Well, yeah,
Cause
because they paid for it last summer,
exactly.
right?
And he's nonverbal and he's super aggressive. Like, what do you, what?
Yeah. So
So
let's get into that too. To once being able to hear your baby speak and now not being able to hear them speak, what is that?
it's, like, literally heart-wrenching because you go back to videos of him telling
Mhm,
you that he loves you, and now it's nothing.
mm,
And, like, just wanting that every day and trying to fight to, like, hear that every day.
mhm.
I mean, I don't know, like, I sit here, it's really it's heartbreaking. It's truly heartbreaking. And, like, I do it to myself because I make videos and I sit here and then I will stare at those videos for hours and keep, like, going through. And, like, him, like, saying "I love you," and him saying Jacob Morgan, him singing "The Wheels on the Bus," and him singing "Baby Shark," or "He Wants a Water," or, like, I cherish those videos and I have them,
Yeah,
like, saved, and I will keep looking at them.
mhm,
But just to hear him talk again, that's all I want. Like, I just wanna
mhm.
hear his voice again. And
Yeah,
we do sometimes do hear it. Like, once in a while, you'll be like, "He said, what did he say?" And it's normally with therapists or
mhm.
at school. Like, the teacher said there was a couple of incidents, and she didn't wanna tell me this. She really wanted to get it on video. Um, but, like, he was on the swing and he was kept saying "mommy." Like, he said "mommy" the one day, and she was like it was 2 of us standing there, we're like, "He definitely just said 'mommy.'" Like, he's definitely saying "mommy."
Mm,
And it was right after, like, a really tough day with him and, like, thinking, like, he definitely hates me after this day, like, one of those days that
yeah,
but, so he does talk, but it's very random, out of nowhere. And it's kind of like, did he say that? Did he not say
mhm.
that? I
Is
don't
that my
know.
mind making it up?
Is it my mind making it? And it
Yeah,
messes with you. It really
mhm.
messes with you. So, I mean, it's heartbreaking every day that you can't hear his voice.
Yeah, yeah. I know, with Thomas, he never really made any noise, so I don't know if it would be the same kind of feeling, but it's like all I wanna do is hear my baby cry, and he can't cry.
Oh,
Like,
really? I
I
didn't
want
realize
him.
that.
Yeah, he
So,
can't make
uh,
any noise. I mean, the only noise he'll make is every once in a while when he yawns, he, like, squeaks. So
okay.
every time he yawns, I'm like, "Oh," like, that's your coos and caws, so
Oh,
it's hard for me because it's like you
yeah.
wanna hear your baby's first words and you wanna
Yes, you
hear,
want to
like,
hear.
"I love you, mom," or "Hi,
Yes.
mom, dad," whatever
Or
you
even
want.
just to tell you about the day. Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
and at
I
6
mean,
years
Thomas is
old,
way too young to talk to me about his
oh,
day, but,
yeah. And
um,
maybe, you never know, maybe, right? And
yeah.
I always have faith though. That's the thing where faith comes in. It's like, I'm gonna hear it again. Where
Mhm.
did it go? It's in there. We
Mhm.
know it's in there. I have video, I
Yeah.
have proof. You're gonna speak again. We just don't
Mhm.
know what happened. And that's where it's like, this is where it kind of gets like me I get frustrated and annoyed because everyone kept saying, "Well, as soon as he starts pre-K, he's gonna start talking. As soon as he starts this, he's gonna keep going," like,
Right.
and he fully regressed in
Yeah.
pre-K,
And then you
like
just wanna
3 and
tell those
4.
people to sit
Sit
down.
down because no,
Mhm.
he fully regressed in those 2
Mhm.
years.
And it's like,
Um
I feel like, especially words from if they were, like, close to you or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah." It's like you hold on to those words, like, you hold on and then
Yes.
you wait for it, and when it doesn't happen, you're like, "You know what? Screw you." Like,
Really,
why would
really.
you say that?
I hate it when people always say, "Well, you should really do this. You should really do
Uh-huh.
that."
Yep. "You know what you should do?
No.
Come clean my house."
Yeah, exactly.
And then you shut up.
Yeah. Like, I can't stand when people like, say little things or, like, give so much of an opinion, and it's like, "You're
Mhm.
overwhelming me. You're overly stimulating me."
Yep.
And you're giving me anxiety because 'cause I'm like, "Should I have done that? No, but I have
Mhm.
done speech. I have done occupational. I
Mhm.
am an ABA. He is in
Yep.
school full time. I am doing everything. I am with a
Mhm.
developmental specialist. We have
Yep.
tried different medications for behavior and for everything else. Like, I am doing everything I can."
Mhm.
Like, so sometimes I feel like, am I not good enough? Am I failing him? And there is a couple of days that I'm like, I'm a failure. I sit here and be
Mm.
like, I'm a failure. I'm failing him. And
Mhm.
it's so
It
frustrating. It
it's
really
hard
is
not to
frustrating.
think that way.
It really is. It's hard not to think that way. And I always try to keep like this positive sense of humor. And some people don't get it. But like when I like say, oh, autism, he's over there stimming. It's a joke, people. Like, I'm joking. I call him autism.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a joke. We have to joke about it or
If I feel like a lot of medical parents, we all kinda have the same sense of humor, and it's really messed up, and
it really is messed
but
up.
I'm like, if you can't joke about it, like,
And I
go ahead.
love it though that my closest friends, they understand it and they laugh with me.
That's really
They
important.
don't judge it. They just laugh with me.
Mhm.
And that's what means the most to me. Like, is having that closeness of a village. Like,
Yeah.
of like no one really my closest friends really don't give like an opinion. They just sit there and listen. Cause a lot of them and they'll say to me every time, I am so sorry. I don't know what to say, or I'm here for to listen, and that's all I need you to do. I don't
Yeah.
need an opinion, I don't need advice, I just want you
Yeah.
to listen and
Yeah.
listen to me complain, and
Sometimes
especially
somebody
with the
being
insurance
silent
company.
Yeah, somebody being silent to me is better than filler words. Like,
Yes.
don't talk just to try and get me to feel better, because
Better
that's
no,
not
I
what I
no, just
need.
let me talk, and let
Mhm.
me tell you I don't
Yes.
know.
Yep. I
Let me
know.
just vent it out, and even with the insurance company, I went on, like, a two-page paper in the group chat, and they were all like, "No, you're right.
Mhm,
It's messed up. It really
mhm.
is messed up. You are 100% right. You're like they just gave me the I don't know, not the fire, but like the I don't know the word that I'm trying to say. Not motivation. Like
Encouragement.
this they thank you. Thank you. The encouragement for that.
Mhm.
And they're just encouraging, but, like, also it's like, we really don't understand what you're going through
Yeah,
because we don't
they do.
understand autism. Our child isn't autistic.
Right.
So,
So
and
I
that
wanna
and
talk about, Mikey too, your youngest son.
oh god, yeah.
So how does he react? How is he with
So
Jacob?
so Mikey, I don't think understands.
And
I
how
think
far apart are they in age?
I wanna say they're about 18 months. So I
Apart.
had 2 under 2, yeah, so they were 2 under 2, so I wanna
So
say
you
they're
got
around,
some
like, 18.
Irish twins going on.
I mean, close to it, yeah. Big
Yeah.
surprise. It was a nice little surprise.
Uh-huh.
Um I don't think Mikey fully understands, but also I think Mikey sees things and will mimic some things, like, especially in school. Like this year, I was brought into a meeting and they all knew Jacob for the last 2 years. And the
Mhm.
teacher was like, his tantrums do remind me of Jacob. Like, and I agree with her
Mhm.
100%. I'm like, "Yeah, that makes sense." Like, he sees Jacob
Yeah.
having a meltdown, and that's what he's gonna do. Or potty training, like, that's another biggie, like, with potty training, and,
Mm.
he doesn't have, like, a role model to look up to, so it's basically starting I'm starting all over again with
Yeah.
this whole, like, potty training, and I don't know,
Is
like
Jacob potty trained?
no.
Okay, he's
Mm-mm.
still in a diaper.
Yeah, Mikey is, but has accidents all the time, and
Yeah.
I really do feel like it's a part of the Jacob situation, because Jacob is aggressive towards him too.
Mm.
Like,
All the
Jacob will
time?
go Yeah, like, Jacob will go up and push him, or if Mikey's crying, Jacob will have a meltdown because, like, he can't stand like, we have to separate them.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think Mikey fully understands everything. I
Yeah.
really don't. I don't
Do
think he
you
gets it yet.
do you think you're, like, hyper aware of Mikey's behaviors now because you kinda
Yes.
know what to look for and you're
I
expecting it?
100%. I think Mikey will definitely be a little bit delayed in school. I think, he'll definitely have probably an IEP down the road. I think he is definitely acts a lot younger than for his age.
Okay.
Um, I do think we have a lot to work on with him. I do think he has ADD. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the kid is gonna be diagnosed with ADD. Very
Well,
hyperactive, can't sit still, and that's fine, I'm ready for it, but, I do see different things. I do
yeah,
think, like, he is probably a little bit more delayed than his other classmates.
yeah. Do you
Yes,
think you would have thought differently about having a second son if you knew Jacob's
100%.
diagnosis?
When Jacob was a baby, I really didn't think. I
Yeah, I
really
mean, how do you do that? How do you know when,
yeah, like, I
you know?
really didn't think of it, like, and even still, like, looking back, I really didn't think he really had it until Miss Karen. I remember Jacob would lay on the floor and he would stim. This is the first time I ever heard about stimming. He
Mhm.
would sit on the floor and like watch the wheels of the truck go back and forth. And the one day I remember I made a comment to her and she was like, "Yeah, he's stimming." And I was like, "Oh, this is stimming. Okay." And then she was the one that was like, "I think it's time to get an evaluation." I said, "Okay." And I feel like she prepared me a little bit more because she was honest with me, and I will always appreciate the honesty that she had with me, about that. Do I still think at that point was he autistic? I think I don't know. I think I really didn't believe it until I had the paper in my hand, and then I think it all hit me all at once,
Yeah.
because I think it's like they hand you this piece of paper, and for parents that don't know what to do with that piece of paper, it's like, "Where do I go? What
Yeah.
do I do?" But I was already, like, in with on the spot therapy, so that's when I started the speech and occupational
Mhm.
outside, and, like, Jen guided me that way, and then my sister has 2 autistic children, so she kinda guided me in that sense, and
Okay.
I have other people that have autistic children that kinda told me, like, "Oh, we started at this therapy place," or, "We're doing this therapy place."
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's always about a village, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, I'm really curious about, like, a friend group of Jacob's. Like, does he go out to the playground and play with other
So
kids? Like, tell me
so,
about that.
we used to do that. We
Okay.
used to my girlfriends and I, like, we would always meet up and do play dates and stuff. Um, and when they come over, Jacob, it's just not a good time right now. I don't think we don't bring Jacob anywhere.
Okay.
We are very much homebodies right now. With Gina, our ABA therapist, we've been trying to do outings with her. But it's too hard. Like, sometimes Jacob doesn't even want to get out of the car from my dad's house now.
Okay.
um, it's been, like, a really bad summer so far with us. He will go to my sister Amanda's, um, but that's a safe place, and I think it was always a safe place because he got babysat there. But even the first couple times this summer, we would sit outside for, like, 5 minutes before we even went in the house, and even there,
Yeah,
I'm literally dragging him in.
right.
Um, so no, taking Jacob anywhere now no, it's so hard because he elopes. He runs
And he
away.
runs away.
Yeah.
And I guess he would be aggressive towards the other kids if he's aggressive towards the kids in school.
Surprisingly, so this is another thing. He's not aggressive towards other kids in school anymore. And
Okay.
I asked that to the ABA therapist, and she said, actually, he's not aggressive towards any of the kids. Like, it's really mainly towards like whoever's with him. Um, and if he's like trying to tell you something.
Okay.
So, and it's mainly me that he's aggressive with.
Well,
Yeah, it's mainly
yeah.
me. I mean, and Andrew, but I get the most brunt of it.
Why do you
So
think that is? Does anybody have, like, a explanation for
they
why that
always say that I'm his like person that he feels safe with.
your
But
punching bag?
yeah, but like I don't you don't have to be close with me. Does that sound mean?
No. If it saves you a couple punches in the head,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean,
me.
and his new obsession is pinching. And if anybody knows me, I hate being pinched. That's been my pet peeve from like
Mhm.
years now. I hate
Yeah.
pinching, and
Well,
that's his new thing. He likes to pinch.
sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Um,
It's
so
terrible.
knowing what you know now, if the roles were somehow reversed and your child was a normal functioning kiddo and your friend said, "My baby just got diagnosed with autism." How would you show up for her?
I would just be there to listen. I would just show up and just listen, answer the call anytime she would call.
Mhm.
Um, I truly probably would try to help in a sense of, "Do you want me to make phone calls for you? Do you need me to do some research for you?" I think that's what I would do, but to be honest, I wouldn't know what to do if I
Yeah.
wasn't in this position, you know? I
Yeah.
feel like nobody that I feel like nobody that doesn't have a child with autism would know what to do.
Right.
As
I wouldn't
crazy as
know what
that
to do.
sounds, yeah, like, I think we all and I wouldn't even know, like, with Thomas, like, I wouldn't even know how to support you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even know how to, like, talk to
I
you
think
about it either.
I think the most important thing, I mean, with any friendship, I think it's just a friendship. Be there for your friends.
Yep, show up.
That's
And
that's all you can
like I
do.
said, my friends have shown up. Like, they shown up, like, the insurance denied the stroller, and
Mhm.
without even saying a freaking word, these Benages went out and got a stroller, and they had all these people donate a stroller for me because they all knew that this was last year. Jacob One thing that Jacob likes to do is go for walks,
Mhm.
but the stroller that I had was a jogger, and it was
Yeah.
two-seated, and it would always flip over because he's so heavy. So, it
Oh.
wasn't for his weight anymore if Mikey wasn't in it, but even if Mikey was in it, it would still flip,
Yeah,
and I
because he
think
was so little.
yes, and they showed up with a stroller.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I obviously my reaction to it, I called, I was like, "I feel like I'm a charity case right now, like, why'd you guys do this?" But it was the thought that meant the most, like, they knew
Mhm.
that this is what I needed,
Yeah.
and, then they got, like, a bunch of people together, and then, the diapers, like, they got me all these diapers because they knew how much money I spent on diapers each
Mhm.
month, and,
Mhm.
the insurance.
Hold on, you cut out. It's okay. Go back to diapers.
They got me a bunch of diapers. So that was, like, amazing too, like,
Do
they
you do you have a hard time accepting help like that?
yeah, I do.
even like, and it's so funny because it's like you want all these people to show up for you, like you said, you just want somebody to show up, and a lot of people, like, action is showing up. They need to do something to feel
I
like they're
know.
showing up.
And for
But
me,
it's
I
like,
feel
I
like I'm
don't
a charity
stop.
case. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want to be a charity case.
Yeah.
Because even like this Christmas, um, somebody reached out from, I want to say, the Faces of Autism, or the Face of
Mhm.
Autism group reached out, and with that whole insurance denying everything, and they wanted to help us out with our Christmas. And point blank, I said, I don't need help with Christmas. I need a bed for my son. I need a sensory bed.
Mhm.
That's what I need. And if you can help me with anything or getting the like the ball rolling for
Yeah.
this, um, and they did. They got the ball rolling, and they got in touch with a club that was willing to donate the money and pay for Jacob's sensory bed.
That's amazing.
And it was amazing. And then it's called Noah's Bed, and it's a zipper one. So we zipper him in it.
Yeah, and he can't get out of it,
He
right?
can't get out of it. Mm-mm. And he's been sleeping. Like, trust me, he's still awake at nighttime, but he's not eloping out of the room, walking around the house. He's
Yeah.
not stimming back and forth. He's confined to that little area.
Yeah.
And we sleep now. So that's a plus.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
important.
That is. So, like, that was hard to accept too, like, because those beds are $7,000, like, I
That's
$7,000. So the club that donated towards it, we had to send them everything of what bed we wanted, and
Yeah.
they wrote us a check for $7,000 for this
That's
bed,
amazing. I
and
swear
I'm
God puts
so
people
thankful
in your
for it.
life. Like, that's it. God puts people like that in your life.
Yeah, and he even gave us resources, like, he gave us another, like, occupational therapist came in, and they showed us a couple more techniques with him, so it was helpful, like, that the guy that came and, like, talked to us, and
Yeah.
I just was like, "I'm sorry, I don't need any more toys, I need a bed." And he was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, let me see
Yep.
what I can do,
And
let me call people."
imagine had you not said, like, voiced what you actually needed instead of just taking things, and I think that's where a lot of moms with who have children with a disability, they're just like, yes, they're so grateful for everything that they're getting, but they're not telling anybody what they need, so now they have a room full of shit that they're never gonna touch or
Exactly.
can't put to use.
Mhm.
So, I think that's great for you that you said, "No more toys. This is what we need."
Yeah,
And you
this is
got it.
what we need, and that's
Yeah.
what we got. Yep.
Jesus said, "Ask and you shall receive."
I know, I know,
Amen.
I know. He sure did.
What, what's the biggest thing you think that you learned and or are learning from Jacob?
I'm learning that I need to be more patient. I think that's that's one thing. I the frustration, I think, of everything coming out of this. Some days are just you're frustrated because you don't know what he wants or what he needs. So, like,
Mhm.
if you're patient with him, because he works off of your emotions. So
Yeah.
if he feels like you're frustrated, he feels that.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to learn to be more patient. Um, am I patient every day? No, I'm going to be honest with you.
You're a human being.
Yeah. But I think it's something new every day. I really do. Like, there's something that's like every day's different. Like, you never know what you're waking up to.
Mm.
So, and
That's
that's,
terrifying.
yeah, it really is. I feel like it's always like you're in fight or flight mode at all
Mm.
times because you don't know what you're waking up to.
Yeah.
Um,
That is quite terrifying.
but I really think it's more of like I need like learning the more patient and being patient with him and trying to understand what he needs.
I mean, when you've had, like, a really tough day, how do you unwind? Like, how do you say, "Okay, the day is over, tomorrow's gonna be a new day. How do you not bring yesterday into today?
That's a great question. I mean, besides a glass of wine, I feel like every day.
Glass of wine in the group chat?
I know. Basically, I don't know.
Hey.
That's a really good question. I really try not to bring yesterday into today, but I have to say, I can't even remember what happened yesterday. Right? Like, I just knew it was a shitty day.
Yep.
And yeah, like, I just not, like, I don't even, I think sometimes I block it out. So, like,
Yeah.
I think I block out what happened. So sometimes I don't even remember. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, all right, today's a new day. Like, let's go. We have to do this. We have to do that.
Mhm.
And I try to forget. Try to forget it, to be honest with
Yeah.
you.
Hey, it
I
I
hope that was a good answer because I
yeah.
really don't know.
No, I
I
think it
really feel
was.
like I forget.
Yeah. Um, let's
It's so funny.
do what kind of advice would you give a mom who just got a diagnosis like yours or like Jacob's?
Advocate. You have to advocate. No one is going to sit there and hand you anything. And I'm learning this right now. I'm learning this because of the insurance company. They're not going to just hand you things. You have to advocate for your own child. They're not going to give you extra therapy. They're not going to give you
Without being
anything
asked,
extra.
you mean?
You
Like
need to sit in those meetings and be like, no, he needs this, this, and this. And you need to
mhm,
stand your ground. And
yeah,
sometimes you might come off mean or um maybe
bitchy.
like yeah, well, bitchy, yes. Or like confrontational, but like you're not trying to be. You're just
Mhm.
trying to advocate for your child. And
Yeah.
I think every mom or dad, we should add in dads because Andrew does sit there and advocate. He has showed up to every
Mhm,
meeting and has advocated too. But you should advocate, and
mhm.
you gotta fight. You gotta keep fighting. Because nothing's gonna be handed to you. And I'm really learning that the hard way right now. Like, I really thought that it was a good, clean shot with the insurance company of getting this, and look where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Well, insurance is such a scam.
Yeah,
I
oh my god, I know, I know, and at this point, I'm, like, losing faith in it. I really am. I'm, like,
Mhm,
losing all faith in all of it 'cause I'm like, "You didn't even read. You didn't
mhm,
read why he was improving. You
mhm.
didn't read any of what the ABA Liz,
Yeah.
Gina's out right now, she's on maternity leave, so I have Liz right now.
Uh,
So I have Liz right now, and I mean, Liz sent me her whole 17 pages of what she sent. I think there's even more than that. I think there was a lot of pages.
mhm.
But like she wrote out paragraphs and paragraphs, and then now I'm writing a letter.
Yeah. They
And
probably read, like, the first word and the last word,
100%.
like
We even contacted Andrew's office, the congressman. Like we
yeah.
even contacted them. Like I really like whoever wants to listen to this. I'm and literally this morning, right before like we were texting each other, that's what I was doing. I was literally like writing down all my thoughts and I'm like, okay, I need to go into chat GBT to like make sure this makes sense.
Yep.
Cause you know me, I like misspell everything. So like
That's
I
okay.
wanted to sound, thank God for that, though. I can tell you that. I sound so much smarter nowadays. Thank God. Like I don't want to sound like you want to sound educated.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm not, so
It's alright.
but, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm exhausted from the fight. I think it's just exhausting,
Yeah.
and even when you're for any parent, even when you're at rock bottom, you just gotta keep going and just keep fighting, and I think that's where I'm at the last, like, 2 months. I feel like I'm at, like, the lowest with this whole autism. I think this
Mm,
is, like, the lowest I've been, like, so discouraged by it. It's, like, heartbreaking to me because I want everything for Jacob, like, he deserves it. He
Yeah,
deserves it. And for you to sit here and say, like, he's improving. Do you want me to send you videos? And I feel
yeah,
like, do you want me to send you videos? Do you want me to send you like pictures of what's happening, of him hitting his head up against the wall right now? Like, or
yeah.
him having a meltdown? Like,
I feel
what?
like on paper does no justice to what's actually happening,
Yeah, what's actually
you know?
happening? Like, you're not seeing this. Like, by him not having the 5-day structure, it's not behavior. I mean, he's eating sand. He was eating fecal. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
At
that's
one
rough.
point at one point, I think I remember this was, like, a couple of months ago. There was, when I tell you shit everywhere, there was shit everywhere.
Oh,
And I think that
no.
was another, like, thing that Andrew and I think Andrew even cried at that point because I think him and I were like, "What the heck
Yeah.
is going
What do
on?
you
Like,
even
what are we
do?
getting ourselves into here?" Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well, you
It
know
was
what, Rachel?
insane.
I have to say I've known you before you became a wife and a mother, and I you have come such a long way. It's literally so
Thank
impressive to
you.
watch you and how you advocate for Jacob and the things that you post online. I think it's heartwarming and I think it's amazing.
I
And
don't wanna be too much, though. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna be, like, too much about autism. I don't wanna be, like, overbearing about it or
do
always
it. Who
posting
gives a
about it,
shit?
but now I'm like, "No, I'm mad, and
Yeah.
I am annoyed, and this is what's
Yeah.
happening." And, like, I made a video. So every April 1st, I will always make a video of either good, bad, whatever the year has brought us.
Mhm.
And I just want people to see the truth, like,
Yeah.
of what really goes on behind closed doors, because what you see on social is sometimes fake. Let's just
Yep.
put it in perspective. It's not
Mhm.
authentic a lot of times. And I just want to be like real about it. Like,
Yeah.
no, everything's
'Cause
not
I
okay
think a
today.
lot of a lot of people are, hesitant to talk about it because it's like you don't want to be a charity case. You don't want
No, and I don't
people to feel
want
bad for you.
sympathy. I don't like
Yeah.
sympathy.
It's like
Don't feel bad for me. I'm
I want you to
fine.
be just as pissed off about this as I am.
Yes,
Like, I want
exactly.
you to hate AmeriHealth for
Yes,
denying Summer, you
and the
know what
thing
I
is,
mean?
it's pretty good insurance. Like, I can't believe it. Like, we both, well, I was full-time, and Andrew works full-time. Like, we have full-time jobs, and
Mhm,
we work really hard, and then to get told no, and, how much it is out of pocket, and we're like, "What? No, we don't have."
mhm. It's crazy.
It
It's
is.
absolutely crazy. No, but I
Yeah.
think you're doing a great job. I
Thank you.
really do.
I really
Not a lot of women,
and
not a lot
listen,
of people
and I
in
have
general.
to say it takes a village. Like, I couldn't be here without my in-laws.
Yeah.
I have to say, Andrew's parents, and I always tell Andrew this, "I married you because of your parents." I always tell him that. His
I'm
parents,
sure that makes him feel so good.
oh, I know. But I tell him all the time, I'm like, "Your parents are God's, like, thank God for G and Papa,
Mhm.
because they have their routines in the morning with the boys. They have Jacob trusts them. Out of anybody, those are Jacob's people.
Yeah,
And it's really nice to see that we have that, that village of
yeah.
like people that are willing to help. So
That's so wonderful.
I'm very, very fortunate.
Good. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on today?
I don't know. You tell me.
All right.
How
Well,
ba- how-
our closing question
okay.
is, what's one thing you'd want another mom to hear today?
You got this, girl. Keep it up. You
That's
can
it.
do this.
Period.
I know you're exhausted, but keep going.
You got to.
You got to. You know, I'm
It's
proud of
it's
you. You're doing a great job. I
all the
think
moms.
sometimes when you hear that you're doing a great, like, it helps. It makes
Yeah.
you want to keep going. More? Do you want more? More? Jacob wants more?
Yeah. Da,
Mommy and
Daddy,
daddy.
da,
Trees? Jacob?
Jacob. Jacob.
Yes.
Jacob. Jacob.
Is that your name? Is that your name? Jacob? Yay! So proud of you. Happy birthday to you.
Wow. Stop. Michael. Over.
Why are you saying Michael stop?
Michael, stop. Michael, stop.
Well, Mikey wants it.
Michael. Michael, stop.
As we wrap up today's episode, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you to Rachel for sharing such a personal part of her family's story. Parenting a child with autism comes with its own unique joys, challenges, victories, and lessons. Today, Rachel reminded us that every child's journey is different. If you're a parent who is just beginning this journey or you've been walking this road for years, I hope today's conversation reminded you that you're not alone. There is no one right way to parent, and there is no timeline your child has to follow. Your love, your patience, your advocacy matter more than you know. If you're looking for information about autism, talk with your child's pediatrician, early intervention team, or developmental specialists. There are also wonderful organizations like Autism Society of America and Autism Speaks that offer educational resources, local support groups, and guidance for families at every stage of their journey. And to the moms or dads listening today, whether your child is neurotypical, autistic, medically complex, or somewhere in between, I hope you always remember this. Comparison is a thief of joy. Every child deserves to grow at their own pace, and every mom deserves grace. Thank you for spending this time with us today. If Rachel's story touched your heart, we'd love for you to share this episode with another parent who might need to hear it. Be sure to subscribe and follow Oh Baby Podcast on YouTube and Spotify so you never miss an episode. And come on, join our community on Facebook and Instagram. Remember, wherever you are in your motherhood journey, you were never meant to do it alone. We'll see you next Sunday on Oh Baby.